Ooh, 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 They ask me how my life has been. I smiled and said that I'm alright. The words came out so easily, like nothing ever changed. But there are moments in my mind that still returns to yesterday. Your name still lives somewhere inside, a memory I cannot erase, even when I try to move ahead. Sometimes the past appears again, without a warning in my day. I try to turn my thoughts away, but my heart remembers you. I told them I'm okay without you, like the story never meant that much. I laugh and speak about tomorrow, like love never broke my heart. But when the night grows deeper, your memory comes back again, and every piece of what we had returns inside my heart. There was a time when life felt warm, when every day began with you. We talked about the future roads, and everything felt certain then. But time can slowly change a path, and hearts can move apart. Now those days feel far away, like a dream that passed too fast. Yet I still remember every part. I keep telling myself each day that life will slowly heal my heart, but some memories stay alive even after love is gone. I told them I'm okay without you, like nothing ever hurt my soul. I smile and speak about new days, like I already moved on. But when the night grows silent, your memory fills my mind again, and every moment that we shared feels close to me once more. Maybe love was never meant to stay forever in our hands. Maybe we were only meant to meet for just a while. Still, all the days we spent together are part of who I am. They remind me of a time when hope lived in my heart, and your voice felt like home. I don't hold the past too tightly, some things were never ours to keep, but every moment that we shared still lives inside my memory. Life continues moving forward, even when hearts fall apart. Yet some people leave a mark. The time cannot be erased. The music slows around me now, and I sit alone with my thoughts. Not every love becomes forever. Some become memories we carry. I close my eyes for just a moment, let the old days pass again. Still a part of me remembers every word you said. I told them I'm okay without you, but the truth still lives in me. Somewhere deep inside my heart, your memory remains. And even if life changes and many years go by, a part of me will always hold the love we left behind. Time moves slowly forward, and life continues on. But somewhere in my memory, your story remains. People say that time moves on and ours will learn to heal. So I keep walking through my days like nothing left unmarked. I laugh with friends and speak with calm, like everything is fine. But there are memories of you that still return sometimes. I try to keep my thoughts ahead and focus on new days. Still your name appears again in places I don't expect. I still think of you sometimes, even when I try not to. The days keep moving forward, but my heart remembers you. I say that I am stronger now. The love has passed me by, but deep inside my memories, your voice still lives in time. There was a season in my life when every road was bright. We spoke about the years ahead and believed in every dream. But life can slowly change a path and hearts can drift away. Now those days feel far from here, yet they still live in me. I keep telling my own heart that everything will fade. Still the past finds its way back through small memories of you. I still think of you sometimes when the world becomes too still. I remember all the laughter and the way our days would feel. I try to leave the past behind and live another life. But love once written in the heart is not easy to hide. Maybe we were only meant to meet along the road, to share a little piece space of time before we walked apart. Still the moments that we had are part of who I am. They remind me how it felt to hold a hopeful heart. I do not hold the past with pain. Some things were never meant to stay, but every memory we made still lives somewhere in me. Life continues moving on, and days will turn to years. Yet some people remain in us long after they are gone. I still think of you sometimes, even after all this time. The world keeps turning forward, but your memory stays in mine. And though our paths are different now, and life has moved ahead, a part of me will still recall the love we once shared. So I keep walking through my days and let the past remain. Some memories fade slowly, but yours will always stay. Another day passed slowly by. People talked and laughed around me. I answered them with simple words, like life was moving well. But somewhere deep inside my mind, your memory still appears, like a page that never closed, from a story long ago. Sometimes a moment feels the same, like the days when you were here. I try to move my thoughts away, but your memory remains. I said your name in my mind again, even when I try to forget. The world keeps moving forward, but my heart remembers you. I smile and speak about new days like nothing ever changed. Yet every time the night returns, your memory comes again. There were nights we talked for hours about the life ahead of us. Every dream felt close and real, like nothing could go wrong. But time can slowly change the road, and hearts can walk apart. Now those days live far away, still they live inside my thoughts. I keep telling myself each day that the past should stay behind. Still your memory finds its way back into my mind. I said your name in my mind again, like the years never passed. I try to leave the past behind, but love still leaves a trace when the day Maybe we were meant to meet only for a little time, to share a small piece of light before the road would change. Still the days we had together are part of who I am. They remind me of a time when love felt strong and warm. I do not blame the past anymore. Some stories simply end, but every moment that we share still lives inside my memory. Life continues moving forward, even when love fades away. Yet some people leave a mark that never disappears. I said your name in my mind again, even after all this time. The world keeps turning slowly, but your memory stays in mine. And though our paths are different now and life has moved ahead, a part of me will still remember the love we left behind. Time moves slowly forward and life continues on, but somewhere in my memory, your story still remains. They see me walking through my days like nothing ever changed. I speak with calm and simple words and laugh the way I should. No one sees the hidden part that lives inside my heart, the place where all our memories still remain the same. Sometimes your face appears again in moments I don't expect. I turn my thoughts to something else, but the feeling stays with me. I act like I don't miss you now, like love has faded away. I tell myself the story's done and life is moving on. But when the night becomes too long, your memory returns, and every piece of what we had comes back into my heart. There was a time when every day felt warm because of you. We talked about the road ahead and dreams we both believed. But life can change a simple path, and hearts can drift apart. Now those days feel far from here, yet they still live in me. I try to keep my mind ahead and leave the past behind. Still your memory finds its way back into my thoughts. I act like I don't miss you now, like love has lost its place. I smile and speak about new days with calm upon my face. But when the world grows slower and the day comes to an end, your memory turns again like it never left. Maybe meant to meet for only part of life, to share a little piece of time before the road would change. Still, the days we spent together are part of who I am. They remind me of a time when love felt strong and bright. I don't blame the way it ended. Some things were never ours to keep, but every moment that we shared still lives inside my memory. Life continues moving forward, even when hearts fall apart. Yet some people leave a mark that never fades away. I act like I don't miss you now, but the truth still lives in me. Somewhere deep inside my heart, your memory remains. And even if the years go by and life moves far ahead, a part of me will still recall the love we once had. Time keeps moving slowly, and life goes on each day, but somewhere in my memory, your story still remains. There's a chair across from me tonight. No one sits there anymore. I keep my phone face down on the table, like I'm not waiting for a call. Outside the city keeps breathing, cars pass as if nothing changed. But inside this small, quiet room, your absence fills the air. I thought time would clear the space where your voice once stayed. But every day I learn again. Some things remain. That chair across from me still feels like it belongs to you, even when I try to look away. The memory stays in view. I keep saying I'm alright, like everything is new. But every night that empty chair reminds me of you. I pour 2 cups of coffee sometimes before I notice what I did. Small habits don't disappear fast, they follow where I live. I used to share the smallest things, the stories of the day. Now the words stay in my chest with nowhere left to go. I thought distance would erase the sound of your name, but every passing day it feels the same. That chair across from me still feels like it belongs to you. The room may look the same, but life has changed its view. I keep saying I'm alright, like the past is through. Yet every night that empty chair brings back the truth. Maybe love was just a moment that stayed longer in my mind. maybe we were only travelers, meeting for a time. Still the days we spent together left a mark on me, like a photograph in color in a world turned gray. I don't hold anger in my heart. Some roads divide in life, but every memory we made still shines in quiet light. The world will keep turning, morning will arrive, till some nights remind me of what once felt alive. That chair across from me, it will not always hurt this way. Oh, one day it may feel normal, just another place. But tonight it still reminds me of the love we knew. And though the seat is empty now, it still belongs to you. The room grows calm again. The night moves slowly through, and the chair across from me keeps the shape of you. The lights are still on in this room, even though the day is gone. I sit here staring at the wall with the TV playing low. Nothing really holds my mind, every thought returns to you, like a road that circles back to the place it once began. I told myself I would forget and leave the past behind, but some memories stay alive longer than we think. The lights are still on tonight, like I'm waiting for something. Maybe for the past to change, maybe for you to return. I say that I'm doing fine, that everything feels new. But in this quiet room tonight, my heart remembers you. The clock keeps moving on the wall, every second feels the same. I try to focus on new days and the life ahead of me, but there are moments in the night when old thoughts come again, reminding me of simple days when you were still here. I keep telling my own heart that love has passed away. Still your memory finds its way back into my mind. The lights are still on tonight, like the story never closed, like a part of yesterday still lives inside this room. I say that I'm moving on, that time has changed my view. Yet every quiet night like this, I still think of you. the days we shared together are part of who I am. They remind me of a time when life felt warm and sure. I do not hold the past too tightly. Some things were never ours to keep, but every memory we created still lives inside my heart. Life continues moving forward, even when hearts fall apart. Yet some people leave a mark that never disappears. The lights are still on tonight, and the world keeps turning on. I may walk a different road and find another day, but somewhere deep inside my heart, a small part still stays true. And every quiet night like this brings back thoughts of you. The lights grow softer in this room. The night moves slowly on, and somewhere in my memory, your story still remains. The radio played a simple tune, one we used to love. I froze for just a moment there and turned the volume low. It felt like time stepped back again to a night we shared before, when music filled the quiet space and your voice sang along. I thought that melody was gone, lost somewhere in the years, but hearing it again tonight brings back everything. The song we used to play still knows your name somehow. Every note reminds me of who we used to be. I try to change the station, pretend it means nothing now, but that old familiar melody still brings you back to me. Used to drive with open roads and music in the air. You tapped the rhythm on the dash and laughed beside my seat. Those days felt easy and bright, like nothing could go wrong. Now those roads feel different, but the song still sounds the same. I told myself those memories would slowly fade away. Still one small melody can bring them back again. The song we used to play, it turns without a warning, like a voice from yesterday, calling through the years. I say that I have moved ahead, that love has passed me by, but every time that music plays, your memory appears. Maybe love is like a song that never truly ends. It lingers in the smallest notes we hear along the way. Even if the road is changed and hearts have moved apart, a melody can carry back the feeling in our hearts. I don't try to stop the song, I let the music flow. Some memories deserve a place inside the life we know. The past may be behind me, but it shaped the man I am. And every note reminds me of the days we had. And song we used to play still echoes through my mind, like a photograph in sound of a different time. And though the road before me leads to somewhere new, whenever that old melody plays, I still remember you. The radio fades slowly, the night moves gently through. Somewhere in the silence, that song still carries you. Your last message still stays on my phone. I never tried to erase it. The words are simple and calm, just like the way you spoke. Sometimes I read it again, even though I know it by heart, like it can somehow bring back the moment before goodbye. I thought I would forget the words as the days moved on, but every time I see that screen, the memory returns. The last message you sent still lives inside my phone. 4 simple lines of words that says you had to go. I tell myself it's over, that life has moved ahead, but every time I read those lines, I hear your voice again. The room was silent that night when I first saw your words. I stared at that small glowing screen, not knowing what to say. There were 1,000 things on my mind, but none of them felt right. So the message stayed unread for a long, long time. I thought the feeling would fade like a passing day, but some moments stay with us longer than we think. The last message you sent still waiting there on my phone, like a door that once was open but slowly closed. I say that I've grown stronger, that time has helped me through. Yet every time I read those words, I think again of you. Maybe love is sometimes brief, like a season in the yew. Maybe love is sometimes brief, like a season in the year. It arrives without a warning and leaves before we know. Still the time we spent together changed the way I see what it means to hold a heart and what it means to lose. I don't hold anger in my heart, some stories end, but every memory we shared still walks beside my days. Life continues moving forward, even when love fades away. Yet some small lines of words can hold 1,000 thoughts. The last message you sent will stay there for a while, not because I'm holding on, but because it meant something. And even when the years go by and life becomes brand new, those few small words will still remind me at one time I knew you. The screen grows dark again, the night moves slowly through, but somewhere in that message a piece of you remains. I was scrolling through my call list tonight, looking for a friend to reach. And suddenly I saw your name, still saved the same as before. My thumb just stopped above the screen, like time had frozen there. So many days have passed us by, yet your name still waits. I thought I would erase it soon when the days moved on, but somehow I just left it there, like it still belonged. Your name stayed on my call list, even after all this time, like a road that I could take, but never walk again. I tell myself it's nothing now, just letters on a screen. But every time I see your name, the past returns to me. I remember nights we talked for hours, long after midnight came. Your voice was calm and easy then, like home inside my ear. We shared our thoughts about the world and laughed about the day. Those simple talks meant everything, more than words could say. Now the line is silent, no voice waiting there. Still that small familiar name appears without a sound. Your name stayed on my call list, like a door I never close, like a number I remember, even if I let it go. I say that I have moved ahead, that love has lost its place, but seeing that familiar name still changes my face. Maybe love is like a moment that stays inside our mind, even when the road divides and lives move far apart. Still the days we share together are written deep in me, like a quiet little chapter in my history. I don't blame the way it ended. Some things were not meant to stay, but every memory we built still walks beside my days. Life keeps moving forward like a river in its flow, yet some small things remind us of the love we used to know. Your name stayed on my call list, and maybe it will remain, not because I'm holding on, but because it shaped my days. And even if I never call or hear your voice again, that small familiar name will still carry what has been. The phone screen fades to darkness, another night goes by, but somewhere on that quiet list your name still lives in mine. There's a cup beside the sink tonight, the one you used last time. I never moved it from that place, though many days have passed. It's just a simple little thing, a cup like any other, but every time I see it there, it brings your memory back. I thought the small things would fade when time moved on, but some details stay longer than we expect. The cup you used last still stands beside the sink, like you might walk in again and reach for it tonight. I say that I am moving on, that everything is fine, but that small empty cup still carries you in mind. I remember how you left while standing in this room, talking about the little things that filled our simple days. And nothing felt complicated then, just quiet moments shared. And now the room feels larger with only me inside. I try to live another life and let the past be gone. Still these small reminders bring your memory along. The cup you used last still waits there on the shelf, like a small unfinished story from another time. I tell the world I'm stronger, that love has passed away. Yet every time I see that cup, your memory returns. Maybe love is sometimes small, hidden in daily life, in cups and doors and simple rooms where two hearts used to live. Even when the road divides and lives begin to change, those little silent memories still remain somewhere. I don't hold on to yesterday, but I don't erase it too. Every memory we created helped shape the man I am. And life will slowly move ahead, and new days will arrive. Still the past will always be part of who we were. The cup you used last will not stay there forever. One day I may move it and place it somewhere else. But even when it disappears and time moves far ahead, that simple cup will still remind me of the days we had. The room grows calm again, the night moves slowly through, and the cup beside the sink still reminds me